Greetings, AcePreps here, and today we will be looking at how to get out of handcuffs with a Swiss Army knife and 3 different ways how to do that. So I already made videos about how to get out of handcuffs with a paper clip or with a bobby pin. You can check those out if you want. Just gonna quickly repeat how a handcuff actually works because that's key to understanding how to get out of it. So the handcuff in itself is a really basic design. You have a ratchet mechanism in here that basically, wait for this camera to focus, basically gets pushed down by these teeth here, so they can go in, but not out again. The only thing the key does is it goes into here and pushes the ratchet down so that the handcuff can open again. Some handcuffs also have a double lock mechanism that also doesn't allow the handcuff to get closed even more. This is mostly so that it's a bit harder to escape, and also so that somebody who's handcuffed doesn't accidentally injure themselves by squeezing the handcuff too much. So yeah, how can we escape out of it? There's 2 broad methods. There's for one picking, which basically just means going into this hole and pushing down the ratchet with something that's not the key. And there's a second way that's called shimming, where you just take a really flat piece of metal most of the time, slide it in between these teeth here, and get out of it. So how can we do this with, for example, a Swiss Army knife? And this is just to get you thinking about how many different ways and with how many different items you can improvise in these types of situations. Of course, you can take a lot of other things as well. So, gonna go handcuff myself here, and I should maybe state, this is not to escape from the police. This is for illegal restraint. Not just because it's probably your best bet to just stay with the police, but also because police basically just use handcuffs for restraining while they are with you, or while they watch over you. So even if you were to escape, it wouldn't really make any sense because there's police officers here anyway. This is for illegal restraint. Let's say somebody robs your house and cuffs you against the radiator, and you need to get out in order to call the police, or somebody is trying to kidnap you. It is for those types of situations. Also, police officers mostly apply these handcuffs differently so that most of these techniques don't even work. Oh yes, back to the Swiss Army knife. First of all, let's look at picking. For this, we basically just need any sharp object that's fairly slim. First obvious option would be the corkscrew. This, with a bit of creative thinking, this kind of looks like a key. So what we can do is we go in here. Just need to do this on camera. Push down the ratchet. And we're out. It's really not that hard. Alternatively, you can also do this with the awl, which is the second slim object here. Straight, actually meant for poking holes, but works fairly decently for picking handcuffs as well. If you want to go with more of a shimming approach, this would be the third way. I said flat piece of metal. Where do we have a flat piece of metal here on the Swiss Army knife? We have one here, actually 2, the tweezers. It's probably going to be a bit easier if you bend the tweezers apart. I don't want to destroy my tweezers, so I'm just going to keep them together here. What we do is we push them in here, like we would a normal shim. Try to press in a bit and try to do this correctly. Yes, now I'm in. We need to squeeze in a bit of pressure. Feel it. The effect of doing this on camera, but yes. And we're out. I'm personally a bit more of a fan of picking. First of all, because it's a bit easier in my opinion. Second of all, because it also works against double locked handcuffs. But well, in a pinch, shimming works as well. On the topic of double locked handcuffs, just to prove that it's possible, I'm gonna go double lock this. Don't feel like getting the keys. So just gonna engage the double lock here, which is this pin here. the awl. This is now moved down, if you can see this, yeah. So what we have to do first is pop the double lock at the bottom. Hope it didn't promise too much. Let's try. It's a bit harder to reach than the key itself. This may take a few tries. But I still want to do this in one take in order to give an accurate representation of how long this takes, and I see it moving. Don't know if it's fully out, but we can try. Yes. Works with double locked handcuffs as well. Takes a bit longer. You need to push down first. There's like a bar here that you need to move back. But then it works just the same. Well, hope you found this video useful and interesting. If you did, feel free to share it around. Only do this for fun or in extreme illegal circumstances, as an illegal restraint. And like and subscribe, and I'll see you back here soon. Bye.